Imagine discovering that all of your cryptocurrency is gone when you check your XRP wallet after waking up. Darren Moore, a well-known YouTuber and former content creator, experienced this. Over the past several years, he has had a highly successful channel in the XRP sector. He shared his tale to assist save and defend the community so that others won't experience this. In addition to sharing his tale, I wanted to provide you with some further details on how to protect your cryptocurrency. Additionally, make sure you don't experience this because, in my opinion, anyone can experience it if it can happen to a well-known YouTuber who is watching out for all of these things. Let's examine his case in particular, and I'll provide you with all the extra steps you can do to ensure that your cryptocurrency is intact tomorrow. Hello everyone. I therefore wanted to create a video that was inspired by a personal experience. Someone has hacked me. It's all gone. As you can see, the Trojan virus was the cause of this. To give you an idea of the proportions, I believe this is $10. So I'm not really sure what occurred, but I was looking over Bitdefender logs and saw that the Trojan returned this time and began infecting stuff. I can piece it together though. Basically, I'm relying on the logs and my actions was most likely incorrect, and I am aware that some of the things I did wrong were wrong. I therefore wanted to provide a brief overview of my actions and inactions that were appropriate and appropriate. So I genuinely apologize if you ever have this issue, which I hope no one ever has. And you know that I was dubious about people having some of these issues. I've discussed it on social media and I was kind of a jerk to some people. You can tell from this that a Trojan has begun infiltrating a number of different software programs. I was unaware of this until you suddenly began utilizing your hard drive, which is corrupt and no longer functional. That's what happened with Ledger in a sense. Thus, it wasn't functioning. I was trying to open it in a panic, but nothing was occurring, and I was unaware that a Trojan was running in the background. Therefore, it wasn't as though this was all happening in real time. This simply wouldn't open when I tried to open it. I tried to open it after uninstalling and reinstalling it, but it suddenly appeared with a prompt that said, "You should never enter your Ledger or hardware wallet 24 words on your computer." I didn't realize it was genuine software, as you can see from my logs. I went to the Ledger Live since I was at the right place. I apologize. I got to the correct website. This is really a download manager. Just make sure that everything you download is in one location. It also records the metadata. As you can see, my Ledger Live was downloaded from Ledger. Nevertheless, the Trojan virus accidentally entered the fresh installation and caused a prompt over the Ledger. This is my problem, not Ledger's. It wasn't right of me to put in my 24 words. After pressing enter, I became aware of what I had done. Everything was present when I logged out using a different username and back into a new Ledger, and I thought, whoa. In light of this, you should immediately cease if you are asked for your 24 seed phrase, whether it be in an email or a sudden request from Sledger. Put an end to all you're doing, then determine the reason behind the request for these 24 seed words. Keep in mind that anyone can access your wallet if you give away these 24 seed phrases. No one should, under any circumstances, ask you for those 24 seed phrases, or 18 or whatever security phrase you scribbled on your paper, whether it's garbage, river, or something else entirely. Never, never, ever, ever keep that 100% safe. For whatever purpose, share it with anyone or anything. Alright, when I opened the Ledger on this computer with this account after logging back in, you could see that everything had dropped. So, how would I have changed my actions? How did I respond to this in other situations? Therefore, the first thing you should do if you ever run into this issue is to call the police or 911 right away. I gave the precinct a call, spoke with the sergeant who gave me the proper direction. A policeman then arrived at my residence and I informed him of the situation. He informed me the cybercrime section will contact me and handed me a code. Therefore, you could start filing reports at ic3.gov in the interim they wish to make. I didn't follow these precise procedures because I was unaware of them, but I eventually discovered that this is the right method to do it. You ought to have. Call 911 or the precinct right away, speak with an officer, submit a report, and then come here and begin filling out all the forms, including your name. It will inquire about your wallet addresses, how much you lost, and other details. I entered it here and you receive a report that you may save as a PDF. You simply preserve the information and will read off the various wallet addresses when the cybercrime unit reaches you. I have been gathering evidence in the interim. Now, I believe you could simply wait for the cybercrime unit and instruct them to snap a picture if you find this challenging. Really fast. You are therefore already at a significant disadvantage while you wait for the government to respond. They have a ton of files and cases. They typically take months or even years to respond to you. I'll talk about a personal encounter I had a few years ago. In the crypto space, I noticed something that wasn't quite right. People were contacting me because they were concerned about something. With the SEC, I submitted a claim. They didn't get in touch with me for more than 2.5 years, a period of 2.5 years. By then, even if you lose your cryptocurrency within the following 10 or even an hour, it would have vanished permanently. These steps, assuming you've reached them, are simply doing what you can at the time. But realize that if you've reached this point, that cryptocurrency is most likely lost forever. Unless the individual who stole the cryptocurrency can be located, say, in the United States or another extradition country, you will never get your money back. It's a 1 in a million chance that they will discover your particular cryptocurrency on their precise hardware wallet. So you have to hope and pray. Avoiding this topic is crucial in this situation. I'm not sure, but they might or might not have a hard drive. However, as you can see, I have been photographing things that are related to the tragic. I located one of the files that originated here, and it was most likely a pop-under. I can't even recall making any clicks. After that, it opens the IDM dialog, and I pushed Start Download without recognizing it because I couldn't remember. Seeing this now, it stated that it was recommended by this GitHub here, and clicking here will take you to, everything is already gone, so it doesn't really matter now. But it takes you right here, where you can see that it's attempting to download something and that it will appear on your browser if you don't have it. Here's the thing. Nothing will happen if you don't run the Trojan, that is, if you don't extract the zip folder and run the exe file. I must have done it once without recognizing it, and then everything on the computer started to go corrupt. I'm looking for it because of some of the incidents that have occurred, and I'm just trying to piece everything together, but part of the reason is that I play this with my daughter, who asked if I could do the scripts because people enter the server with scripts and begin doing things there. I used to be able to do things like that when I was younger, but it seems like I can't do that anymore. I probably tried doing everything in the game first, then I ran the file, and then everything went wrong. That's how I did it. I also noticed that Windows would automatically change the settings when I entered the 24 words. If I hadn't done that, the computer would have been the issue. Now, here's the part about which I'm not entirely sure, but I'll talk about it just in case the Trojan started injecting itself everywhere. Eventually, it reached the OneDrive. I therefore had autosave off, had everything removed, and I frequently take a secret key and print. I appreciate you listening. Guys, I hope you learned something from this. Next time, I'll see you. Goodbye.